The most anticipated events on Nigeria's social-political scene, the 70th birthday anniversary celebration of Nigeria's frontline academic and corporate titans, Chief Mrs. Nike Akande, OON, CON, has finally taken place. The event began with a special reception organized in her honor by her amiable husband, Chief Muritala Adebayo Akande, MFR. It is most appropriate and fitting to note that the first event to commemorate the formal entry of Chief Mrs. Nike Akande into the prestigious League of the Septuagenarians took place in Ibadan, the home place of both the celebrant and her husband. The event attracted a huge array of friends of the celebrant from the Ibadan and Lagos axis who came to felicitate with her. The second and final leg of Chief Nike Akande's 70th birthday anniversary was held in Lagos, a city where the celebrant had the leverage to properly position herself as pacesetter in Nigeria's socio-economic development in the last 4 decades, during which period Chief Mrs. Nike Akande has, through hard work, tenacity of purpose and belief in herself, become a national icon, cherished treasure, and a dependable rallying point for Nigerian women. It was no surprise, therefore, that the 70th birthday anniversary luncheon of Chief Mrs. Nike Akande that took place at the Convention Center of the prestigious Eko Hotel and Suites in Victoria Island, Lagos, was attended by leading lights in all spheres of importance across and beyond Nigeria. Justice Fati Abubakar, wife of former head of state General Abdul Salami Abubakar, represented her husband. Former President Olusegun Obasanjo was represented by his wife, Mrs. Bola Obasanjo. Former head of state Chief Ernest Shonekan and his wife Margaret were joined by Otumba Shubomi Balogun and his wife, Otumba Adekunle Ojora and his wife, Alhaji Razak Okoya and his wife Shade, and Basharun Kola Daisi. The governor of Ogun State, Ibikunle Amosun, and his wife, as well as Oyo State Governor Abiola Ajimobi and his wife, came all the way from Ibadan land to give the needed solidarity and support to a fellow illustrious citizen of Oyo State. Lagos State Deputy Governor Princess Adejoke Orelope Adefulire was also present. Other dignitaries include Senator Oluremi Tinubu, Hajia Bola Shagaya, Africa's richest woman Mrs. Folorunsho Alakija, Mrs. Oprah Benson, Princess Abba Folawiyo, Mrs. Ireti Asemota, and Sir Molade Okoya Thomas. The traditional institution paraded the likes of the Alake of Egba land, Oba Gbadebo, the Oshemawe of Ondo, Oba Victor Kiladejo. Chief Mrs. Kemi Mimiko represented her husband, Governor Olusegun Mimiko of Ondo State, and the Alaye of Odogbolu, Oba Adekunle Onoguruwa and wife. Former chairman of Punch newspapers, Chief Ajibola Ogunshola, Chief Aiku S.A.N., Chief Dare and Professor Akande were present. Chief Mrs. Folake Sholanke, the first female senior advocate of Nigeria, was also there to render a well-deserved support to one of her worthy younger sisters. The grand royal event was anchored by Gbenga Adeyinka and began with an opening prayer said by Pastor Tunde Bakare, followed by the national anthem. The welcome address was delivered by the husband of the celebrant, chairman of Splash 105.5 FM, Chief Adebayo Akande, MFR, who described his heartthrob as irresistible and beautiful, and ultimately took guests down memory lane of how he took her to the Mediterranean on their first date.
The first time I met her, and the first time we have a date to get out, I took her on a cruise to Mediterranean in Beirut. Let her on, I have graduated. I've taken her on a cruise to the Caribbean islands. This is a kind of lady that you cannot resist that time. So, to come and tell me that I've got a beautiful wife, I don't need to say it all over and over again. I know she's beautiful. Thank you.
When tributes about the celebrated icon began to roll in, she was described as a patient listener, a fashion-conscious fellow, and a pillar of strength in her family. A great achiever, even at 70. She is the first female Minister of Industry and has a number of accreditations of intellectual value.
This woman you're looking at, she is a virtuous woman, a great woman. She's an icon, a woman you can reckon with. This is a message, goodwill message from my husband, Chief Olusegun Aremu Okikiola Okikiolu Matthew Obasanjo.
The story of Nike, I think, has been told. There's nothing new to be said about her that has not been said. There's no song to be sung about her that has not been sung. There's no praise to be made on her that has not been made. May you continue to prosper. May you continue to radiate. May you continue to be large-hearted as you are. May your smile continue to radiate in such a way as it has always done.
One thing I've left out is that she and I seem to be trailing each other. When I had my 60th birthday, a year later, she had her 60th birthday. When I became Minister for National Planning, she was there, Minister of Industry. I had my own 70th birthday not quite a year ago, and there we are again today. So with her, it's always been celebration galore. And my dear wife here, never bats an eyelid when I say it's again another Nike Akande's celebration. We are here again today. We're extraordinarily happy. We want to continue the association and the alignment with the series of events in our life.
As guests were hosted to a grand reception, BJ Sax, together with the live band, dished out sonorous music from their end. Notable dignitaries attended the high-profile event. In the words of Honorable Lekan Are, Chief Mrs. Nike Akande is a humble person who never carries a chip on her shoulders. In one voice, others who spoke about the celebrated icon as a sacrificial person and one who plays all roles assigned to her with consummate dignity. They all wished her a life full of God's blessings and good health.
If you look around, look at her again. She has a very pleasant personality, radiates health and happiness. She is very calm and gentle with an infectious smile, but highly principled and I won't say stubborn, but very strong-willed. Look at her again. She's elegant, agile, and pretty. I say beautiful.
A major highlight of the day was the airing of a documentary titled Woman of Substance, which reviewed the entire life history, nature, and personality of the celebrant. One of the people who had known her way back in primary school said Mrs. Nike Akande is one of whose heart can accommodate the whole world, an epitome of beauty who has distinguished herself right from the beginning.
I wish you longer life, because the biblical one says 70. You are just like a 40-year-old now. Life just begins, and I wish you happiness, good health. I wouldn't say long life. You have lived long, but longer still. I wish you the very best. Thank you.
It was a very colorful sight to behold at the cutting of the magnificent birthday cake. The cutting of the cake was supervised by Senator Abiola Ajimobi, the Oyo State Governor, as all the First Ladies and a host of government functionaries looking completely resplendent joined the celebrant and her husband at the cake stand.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to spell elegance. And you will all join me in spelling it together. E L E G A N C E.
The toast of the celebrant was proposed by a very good friend, Otumba Barrister Olaito Adebanjo, with a jolly good fellow song to go with it. She gave a brief response in the middle of it all, thanking everyone present for coming to show her so much love and support.
I thank everybody for coming, and the party has not ended. There's still going to be a lot of dancing, and I've learned a few steps, so I will try to do the steps that I've learned today. I thank you all for coming.
Thereafter, the celebrant stormed the dance floor with other dignitaries and danced all through the occasion.
It's time to thank God. You say what?
Giving the vote of thanks was Mr. Jide Aboderi on behalf of the entire family of Chief Mrs. Nike Akande. We wish Chief Mrs. Nike Akande many more years ahead in good health, joy, and prosperity.